Hi, I'm Herb Eaton. I'm an artist in downtown Bloomington. I'm originally from Peoria. I've lived in Peoria in the McLean County area for 70-some years. And I make art, and among the things I have made a lot of art about is the dominant biological element of our community, which is, of course, ZMAs, the corn plant. I'm fascinated by the plant itself. I'm not a corn farmer, although, you know, my family used to farm corn like everybody else did. But I'm fascinated by the plant and that its involvement with human beings. And it also has this unique character as a plant in that when its leaves go out and, you know, somewhere in July and late August, it starts to look like a skinny human being that's flopping around in the wind. And I just was always rather taken by it. What we used to call the road is now called a street where my parents lived. You know, it all became a subdivision. And there was corn growing up until I was out of high school, just literally a stone's throw away. And the shortcut to the baseball diamond in my area of West Peoria was through a cornfield. So we go through a cornfield. That's really not a good idea in the summertime because, as anybody that works around corn knows, that it scratches you up and it makes you, gives you itchies and stuff. But since I've been an adult, mostly I drive to it, although I go out, I went out, there's a number of images I made that just sitting by a cornfield and painting the corn to do it. It's kind of fun to figure out what hand movement to use to make the stuff. And then I made a bunch of it that was sculptural in the leaves, so they bounce and stuff like that, out of stainless and all kinds of things. What happens when you're an artist, you get all kinds of things mixed together. And so I was playing at the time with the Heartland Jazz Orchestra, and we did this piece by Duke Ellington called the Star-Crossed Lovers, which is about Romeo and Juliet. And I just thought, wouldn't it be fun to do an ear of corn that has two lovers stuck in it, and the guy's chasing the girl with a tassel, which of course is and then so I called it the Star-Crossed Pollinator, okay? And it was meant to be both big and look like corn and humorous and kind of artistically, and then these two figures that are wrapped up inside the corn shuck. If I grew up in the Rocky Mountains, I would probably be a guy painting pine trees. That would be what I would do because that's what surrounds me. Here I grew up, and guess what? There's corn everywhere. And I find it fascinating, especially, I did a lot of, let's just call it sociological research about corn. And its effect and where it comes from and all those things that the farmers don't have to worry about, but are really interesting in the cultural quality of what we have, that it expresses what our culture is. We even call ourselves the Corn Belt and you know, the corn country, or a whole bunch of things. We describe ourselves that way.